Why, hello everyone. Yes, welcome back to GTU. I'm here. I'm Deano95HD. I am gonna do some true crime New York City for you. Um, if you don't know this game is very broken. I'll give you a quick overview as to why. So first of all, I'm playing on 6,000 DPI just to make this game run. We also play with no voice lines. So by playing with no voice lines, we actually save 8 minutes. Just playing that way. It's a bit of a shame because there are some really cool actors in this voice actors in this game, like Christopher Walken's in the game, and sadly we don't get to hear him. But I'll jump straight into the run, just so we can start showing things off. I will do a quick warning before we start. There is a bit of a potential where the game's graphics can glitch in the street, so the road may like flash randomly. I'm sorry, there's not much I can do about it. And I do have to flick the mouse quite a lot, like rapidly at times. So if you are sensitive to that, then just fair warning, just so we can get that out there for you. But we're going to call the save file GTU because why wouldn't we? And we're going to kick it off. So time will start as I click OK here. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So to explain the plot of the game, we are at the moment, we're playing someone who's just been released from prison and we're out to get revenge. But we don't really need to do that because we just have an out of bounds here that we can just do. So we're going to jump through the wall, which triggers the final enemies. We're going to rapidly just kill them all like that. And that puts us right at the end. Now all of a sudden we're a police officer. Ignore that. It happens. So we are in the police academy at the moment. So we are working our way through the academy. We have to learn fighting. We have to learn like abilities and things like that, just to be able to keep going. And then we're going to learn how to grapple someone. So this is kind of like frisking in the academy. We're then going to leave. So we've learned enough. We don't need to learn anything else. Also ignore the fact that police officers in the New York apparently learn how to do stealth takedowns. But yeah, now that we're through there, we're going to learn how to shoot. Now, these targets are a little bit orangey, so they can either explode or they can spin. If they spin, it actually loses you time. So you want the last one to explode like that. We're then going to jump over here. We're going to grab some grenades. Ignore the reasons why. It all becomes relevant, I promise. But again, now we've done that, we're going to leave. Now, this is the most difficult out of bounds in the game, which I managed to get. There we go. Sweet. Okay. And now we're on to the driving test. So the New York City driving test to be a police officer is very straightforward. The way in which you are able to become a police officer is turn your siren on and just drive to the end. There's nothing else we have to do. We just have to get to the end. Also ignore the fact that the game is now teaching how to do a drive-by shooting. We're not going to do that because we don't need to. When are we going to learn to shoot innocents? Well, we'll come to that. Now here's the pit maneuver. Actually a strategy that you think would be on the driving test. Again, not needed. We can just drive past. So I suppose I can explain the plot a little bit. So at the end of the first segment where we just like went out of bounds and just left, a detective who becomes like our mentor, like catches us, stops us from going back to prison, and then kind of tries to help us by like taking us through the police detective test. So we're supposed to be becoming like a detective here, and he's going to be like taking us under his wing and showing us all that stuff. Spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. But again, we're going to skip a tutorial. So the game wants to show us how to change clothes, how to get vehicles, but we can just go out of bounds and trigger the ending by just going into the garage. You notice a lot happens at the start of this game. Like literally, it just goes like from 1 to 100. And now we're on the street. This is our like street test. Oh God. Oh, sorry. And you'll notice that we are facing the camera away from us. That's to stop traffic from spawning in front of us. Can't stop those ones because they were already there, but from now on, nothing else will spawn. And we're going to learn how to frisk suspects. So how we can suspect people of like crimes, how we can search them, how we search their cars. Something which will kind of play a part, but not in the same way. Okay, so I need to press plus. I also got to talk about the controls for this game. So the controls for this game are very jank as well. I can't grab these guys. Can you grab him, please? There we go. Grab him. There we go. So yeah, the controls for this game are the numpad. So 7 is a light attack, 9 is a heavy attack. I may have soft locked here, I don't know. Yeah, no, we're good. Whew. I thought I'd pulled my gun out too early, so I thought I was going to soft lock. Yeah, so this game does have a tendency of breaking, so we'll keep an eye out for those. But these guys were starting a bar fight outside the bar, but we'll just ignore that. The last guy always leaves, and yep, he's going to leave. He's going to drive off. So I need a car. So I'm going to commandeer this random person's vehicle. And we're going to arrest the fleeing suspect. He has a crash. He's a terrible driver. So we're going to just park about here. He now gets super confused. And we're going to let him get up. He's going to surrender. And we're going to arrest him. So we passed our street test, right? So we're going to graduate. We're going to be a detective. We've just got one more job to do first, which is taking Terry, who's our mentor, who looks like he's sinking into the car a bit here. That dashboard is very, very big. We need to take him to one final place, so we're just going to drive there, drop him off, and then we're going to be a detective, right? Not quite. Pull in there. Now, we're going to skip to the end of the cutscene, and spoiler alert about that cutscene, it blows up. So Terry is dead. So now we're going to do a little skip. So the game wants to teach us about street crimes and how we can like solve random crimes. You know, out around the city, that increases our ranking and we can level up our detective. Well, our police officer, who's called Marcus, by the way. We don't have to do that though. By saving and then reloading the game twice, we can just skip that and it spawns the first like actual mission of the game, where we're going to go and meet Christopher Walken, who is actually an FBI agent in this game. And that was our first element of RNG in this run, which you're going to see a lot of. It's taxi RNG. So, quite fittingly, anyone who's played GTA 4 will know the pain. So, in between each level, we are going to get taxis everywhere. And we have to hope for good RNG that they actually spawn. Yeah, actual Christopher Walken in this game. It's a very cool game. So we're going to go meet... fittingly, her name is Mother Teresa. Now, she's supposed to be someone who's helping us with an investigation. She doesn't actually end up being that. She's actually leading us into her, basically, to do her work for her. Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to climb a ladder super quickly, grab an assault rifle, and we're going to go through here. Just going to wait a second, shoot that. How did you survive that? There we go. Ignore the fact that we were walking with no sounds. We have no voice line, so you can't even hear Marcus screaming. Okay, stay. Taxi, stay. There we go. Also, you can tell how old this game is, by the way. You see that we've got a Motorola phone for this. Okay, so this level's a little bit annoying, so I have to skip the cutscene, enter precision mode, which I did badly. Got him. Okay. I'm then going to spam Q. I want to stop any traffic from getting close to him. But I now need to enter precision mode again. Okay, I might need to just... Thank you. Okay. Yes, I know I failed. I deliberately failed. So I can restart. So I want to be closer to him. Got him. Okay. Okay. And what? He just jumped. Come on. Got him. So, in precision mode, you can aim at the head for a red headshot, which is technically bad. It actually goes against your career points. Or you can aim at the legs, and that's like good cop. So you're not killing suspects. The problem is, with how janky this game is, it can be a lot harder to get a good shot off than you'd think. Okay, so I need to keep respawning the traffic so I can try and get a taxi. There's one. Hello, come here. Okay, so the messenger actually gives us information about a safe house that we can go to, where there's supposedly a drug deal going down. So we're gonna just go inside and then we're gonna leave. So we're going through the wall. And we're gonna work our way through the safe house. Oh, hello. I kind of made a group pile up there. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. I want to grab this AK. Jump across the laser, because that will just explode. And if you hit that laser, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. Even on full health, you will die. Yeah, we had the fun old of this game in GTA Marathon as well, which was very fun to do. Hopefully this goes a little bit better than that run, because that one did not go according to plan. Okay. I want to try and keep moving here, because the guy does have an RPG, which he just hit me with. And again. Got him. Okay. Woo. It's fine, though. Marcus has the ability to tank 2 RPG shots. Okay. And then... So... Our good old friend, the drug dealer there, he gave us information about a deal going down at the local, well, not local, at the museum by Central Park. So I'm actually going to try and get in front of this taxi so I can take it. There we go. And we're going to go and, well, we're going to go crash the drug deal. As we do. We're a police officer. That's what we're meant to do, right? But yeah. The idea of what Marcus is doing right now isn't technically police work. He's trying to find out what happened to Terry. So he's trying to infiltrate like the local gangs. So Teresa has given him a bunch of missions to say, okay, if you help me, I will, you know, give you information. What Marcus doesn't know at the moment, which he's about to find out soon, is that the people that we're attacking are actually like Teresa's rivals. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna interrogate him. Okay. It's also always faster to arrest them than it is to like hit them, so you can actually knock them out at the end of interrogation, but it's always faster to interrogate. Thank you, taxi. Also, yeah, the I played that a little bit slower. If you accept the task there, you end up in a submission which you can't leave. And it's a long one, so I had to make sure I didn't trigger that. Is that a taxi coming down towards me? Yep. Also, if anyone saw the UKSG run where I did this, like my first ever in-person run, I created a meme, which has since become my sub alert, actually, which was every time a taxi was seen, the crowd would chant taxi. Okay, get out of these restraints. So Teresa has now betrayed us, lured us here, tried to trap us in like a mental institute. Okay, so we need to attack these guys first. This is our friend. We're gonna leave him. So the idea of this mission is you're supposed to escort him through the hospital. He actually helps you escape, but we know the way out. We just have to make a little quick stop first because the final guy has a beanbag shotgun. So we're going to stop off and just take this syringe. They need to get back out of bounds, which is actually a lot easier than it really should be in a game, but whatever. So yeah, so we're going to dodge his shot. We're going to throw the syringe at him, and then we're going to charge our attack and knock him out. Okay. So now we end up in a situation that's a little bit unique. We actually can't take a taxi to the opera house. If you take a taxi in like a part where you have to like race somewhere, you actually lose. Also, there's an example of the road glitching. I'm sorry. It's probably going to do this all the way down. So if anyone is sensitive to that, then feel free to look away now. This game's broken. Okay, it's kind of fixed itself. Okay. But yeah, so if you take a taxi there, then because taxis have to abide by traffic laws, you actually lose because you didn't make it in time. It's also another element of RNG because the types of cars which spawn when you like reload into the street is completely random. So you're hoping for a fast car. Police cars are probably the second best type of car to get. Quickest is supercars, which I believe I've got once out of like 60 odd attempts or something like that. So we're gonna turn. Sorry about your hot dog
stands.
stunts.
Real quick donation, Dino.
Go for it.
Right. We have $25 from Riggy, who says, "Isn't December the nicest time of the year?" And but he made a crucial mistake. He asked for the VIP reward, but he's already a VIP, so that has overflowed it, and he has now lost his VIP. Sorry, Riggy. That's very unlucky.
Oh, bad play there, Riggy. Bad play.
Bad play. You're gonna have to donate another 20 to get it back, I'm afraid. I don't make the rules.
Okay. So we're at the opera house, and we're actually looking at the final boss of this level. So enemies spawn on the ship. We're gonna destroy it early. And then we're gonna trigger the next part of the level. So we're gonna head under here. And we're gonna aim just about here. I swear I'm actually aiming at something. There it is. So that triggers these like moving tiles. They're actually enemies on like moving parts of the stage. And every time we get a +3, we've taken one of them out. There we go. Now that triggers the final boss fight, but we've already destroyed the final boss. So it just instantly leaves. And yes, it is just auto aim. Yep, we're just hacking the game. Definitely. We have aimbot in this. Okay, so now we're going to start the Shadow Tongue case, which is essentially like it's kind of like a goth group, I suppose you could say. Like we're going to go to a goth church now, and we're gonna try for a really cool trick, which is actually harder than it looks. So I need to stand about here. One of them should tackle me. Please tackle me. If not, I'm gonna have to just try and get out of bounds. That should work. Nope. Okay. So I need to get knocked over a little bit here. That's it. Okay, not quite. So what we're trying to do is get through this curtain. But it is not easy. Because every time I want to, like, shimmy, I'm locking onto them instead. So I need to kind of get a bit lucky and get rolled out of bounds. Okay, it's not quite going to work. It's fine, though. We can just restart. So we're going to head over here. I'm then going to try and do it again. You can get lucky where you can still shimmy out of bounds, but it can be quite frustrating. But yeah, this is where it becomes a little bit RNG heavy, because that's it. Roll. Okay, nope. They do not want to tackle me today. Oh, no, okay, he's tackling me. Okay, okay. He tackled me, but I was in the wrong spot. Okay, that's fine. We can do this another way. Oh, no, almost. Come on, get through there. Okay, it's fine. What am I stuck on? But, oh well, we'll try it. Try and get out of bounds again. Come on. Okay, I might still be able, I might be able to do it now, because they know what these guys are nowhere near me. Got it, there we go. So, we've clipped out of bounds. Fortunately, the final boss is just chilling here. So we just take him out. Also, yep, she just glitches through there. And then we just leave. Okay, so now we have what I like to call the most chill part of the run. Because it's just an auto-scroller. So we get the fun. We have bikers. We have people on cars. In cars? And we just gotta survive till the end. Also, the bike riders, you want to not lock onto them, because otherwise you lock onto the bike and not them. Whereas if you free aim, you can just take them out and it's much quicker. Also, look at the design for this limo. Look at that TV. Look at that. Nope, more cars. You also might get lucky sometimes where that happens. So the cars can actually damage each other. So when one explodes, it takes out the driver of the other. Again, that is random though. There's nothing you can actually do to manipulate that. It's just based on where the cars are. Well, you can kind of manipulate it, I suppose, by making sure you're shooting the right one. So this one, I would shoot this one, so it's closer. Didn't get lucky with it though. Yeah, it's fine. We do a lot of damage. The frame rate kind of helps with that. Because, like, you shoot so many bullets quickly. So we get more bikers. Okay, need to be a little bit careful of my health at the end of this. Last segment does have quite a few enemies. Will I get the glitch? Hey, I got the glitch. We got the Ghost Rider glitch. So we now have bikes with no riders coming after us. I don't know why I love that glitch so much. It's so funny. Right, okay. Oh, no. Ah. Taxi. Ow, taxi ran me over. That's the bad taxi driver. Okay, I need people in chat to summon a taxi for me. That worked. Okay, so hard sell is the next mission. So this is a bit of a mission on how you can extort clerks, which is definitely something that the police officer should be doing, right? But we're actually going to deliberately fail this mission. So we need to drive to a store. Now, the idea of the mission to pass it, you're supposed to deliver 3 boxes. Do it like shops, extort the clerks and get money, and also information. But there's a bit of a I don't know if it's actually like intended or if it's the game just had a bit of an oversight with the informant side of things. But if you fail the first one and then destroy the truck, you can just skip right to the next mission. And yeah, I actually don't know if that's intended or not. But I'll show it off. So we're gonna pull over here, go inside. The truck will like reposition itself whilst we're in the store. We're gonna hold down, well, we're gonna spam the interrogate button so we deliberately fail. We're then gonna leave, destroy the truck, and visit the informant. And we're there. Okay, so now we want to flip out of bounds. Okay, didn't quite work. So here's the fun thing about this mission. I'm doing it out of bounds to skip to the end. The only problem is I have to make sure I'm in a punching animation when I do. Because when you're in a combo, you don't take fall damage. So I need to get out of bounds carefully. I said carefully. That was good. There you go. And we're out of bounds. And then we can run over here, trigger the ending. So that's the guy that we need to interrogate. We first of all need to actually take care of his people. Fortunately, we have an AK for that. Okay. That is what we call the workshop rumble. And now we're going on to, in my eyes, the hardest mission in the run, which is human cargo. Like I deliberately practiced this before the run just so I could actually like feel more confident with it, because this is a very hard trick. So we're actually going to need the car here because it doesn't drop you off right by the case. Ignore that. Didn't do that. That's a very hard fence. Okay, so this level, I'm going to try and explain it as I go, but it's very tricky. So we're chasing one goon across the ship. Now, to do that, I need to do some specific movements. The first one, which I failed, so we're not off to the best of starts. Should still be able to do it, though. There we go. So you're supposed to open the doors by turning the handle 3 times, but you can actually just jump around the edge. And now we're in kind of a race situation, so I need to beat him on his path. Normally you can't do this, but by using certain movements you can. So we're going to cut the corners. And then I need to wait till he's in a certain spot. Go. He will climb up after me. I then need to climb this. He'll climb after me, which is good. So he's now going to run to the end. So he's where he needs to be, actually. So we've done that quite well. The problem is he's not actually set up to, to interrogate yet. We need to actually, like, trigger his interrogation. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump up here. We're going to trigger the platform. The guy's going to whack me with a baseball bat because fun. And we're going to go and just chill out in here. So the platform in the far distance is getting into position. The AI cannot come in this area, so they just like stand there and they what very much looks like what San Andreas people do on the street. They just wave at you. Okay, that's in position. So we're gonna run. We're gonna jump on here, and now we've got to fight Tommy. So Tommy's gonna spawn, and we've got to spam 7 and 9 to push him. So I need to get him to the edge. And then we throw him off. There we go. So now we can actually interrogate Jing, who he's trying to escape, but he won't be able to. Step back a little bit. So we interrogate him, and he gives us the location of the final boss, which is actually Leland. So we're actually going to save the game, and then we're going to reload it so that we spawn back here because we need to get a taxi. And then there's one. Just stay right there. So Leland is he's hiding out. He eventually escapes into like a underground tunnel, and we're gonna chase him through there. Hence why this level is actually called the Rat Race. You also do need to be careful because you can just fall to your death in this level. We're also gonna. I'm gonna try something cool here. So we're gonna climb the ladder really fast. I love that so much. Oh, didn't do that. That's fine. But yeah, a lot of zip wires, a lot of shooting. Just okay, go over there. Okay. What are you taking cover behind? I don't know what that guy was doing. Okay, so here's Leland. We can kind of we could have stun locked him a little bit, but I kind of messed up the movement a little bit. But it's fine. We can just take him out a little bit here. He'll get up. And now we need to hope not to get box glitch. So Marcus can become Spider-Man. Just don't worry about it. Just accept it. But Leland's going to start throwing boxes at us. Now, there's a glitch in the game where he's able to just start spamming boxes at you. Did he just fall? I'm kind of curious what happens here. I've never seen this happen before. Do I have to restart this, or have I just got like incredibly lucky? Because he's fallen. I believe he's down there somewhere. So he's not actually climbing right now. I'm guessing we're going to find this one out together because I didn't even know it was possible for him to fall here. So if I get to the end, I'm going to grab some health while I'm here, just in case this does work. So this might need to be restarted, but it's worth seeing because if it does, we're restarting. Never mind. That was all intention, I promise. Okay, so we're going to be Spider-Man again. So yeah, that's how jank this game is. Like, there's random things that can just happen that just causes you to have to restart sections, which is insane. Okay, he looks like he's okay this time. Yeah, he's learned how to walk. You watch, I'll get rewarded for that now with the box glitch. Okay, not this time. So just picture that happening, but then they just don't stop. Like, there's no gap in between them. That's what the box glitch is. Okay. Should have one more come after us. Yep, there it is. Okay, not bad. Actually didn't get it, which is quite rare for me, actually. I normally get it in runs. Okay, so we're going to fight him again. This time he's on the train tracks. And he still has knives, which are super out. Okay, and then we're going to go to the Paloma mob. So yeah, so that literally is that fight. We're just going to loop him with a heavy punch combo. I got kind of lucky that he didn't block any of them because they can, like, he can just block them and then you got to like readjust. Right. Taxi, please spawn. Nope. But what I will say is, though, things like what just happened there is why you set a very generous estimate. Okay, so we're going to go to the mob restaurant. And we need to take some guys out. There we go. Heading to the kitchen. Gonna grab this. Excuse me, sir. Come here. No, come here. Just gonna hit you with a pizza pallet. No, no, no. Bang. There we go. So that brings our friend out. So he's here chilling. We're gonna grab him. Just give him a little tap on the head. And then we're gonna interrogate him. One thing I do like about this game as well is it does have environmental style kills. So, like, you can throw people in freezers, into the ovens. Like, it's actually, like, quite unique. Like, quite funny the game, like, actually got those sort of things in, but they couldn't make a decent PC port. Okay. So, now we're going to go to the mortuary. If I can find a taxi for it, that is. Also, road jankiness. Love it. I'm going to try and head towards the main street. Probably easy to find a taxi. That's a taxi. Now, please don't turn green. Please don't turn green. Please don't turn green. Okay, we're good. It didn't turn green. Okay. So, there was also that. Yeah, the Xbox version of this game is actually impossible to beat. Although I believe it is now possible. I believe something was found. Ignore the health. We're fine. Yeah, we actually are fine. Okay, so now... No, I don't want to... Okay, I am apparently searching the trunk. So, we need to chase after the guy in the truck. Fortunately, we have a fast car, so I should be able to catch up to him. Or not. Wow. Can you get in the car? Jesus. Again, PC port. Get in the car. There we go. I promise you I was pressing E the last time, so I should have been getting in the car. Okay, that's just my driving. We'll just leave that. Okay. So now we're actually going to pull off one of the maneuvers that we were meant to teach in the academy. We're going to do a pit maneuver. Have a look at it. Okay, he's going to be that side, which is good. Aim at the knee. And interrogate. Okay. So, he's going to give us information to send us over to the best place possible. We're going to go to the gym. Taxi. There's a red light. Stop. So we need to go to the gym and we need to speak to someone there called Candy. First of all, though, we do need to actually take care of some people. Oh, okay, that works too. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Go away. No throwing weights around. It's dangerous. This guy really wants to get up close and personal with me. There we go. So she's gonna get up. She's gonna go wall climbing. And then we're gonna we're gonna chase her around the track. So yeah, we're suddenly doing hurdles. We can actually overtake her here, and we're just going to go and wait for her where she stops. Gonna go wait for her where she stops. Sure game. She was just standing there staring at me going, what are you doing? You can't beat me. Like, is it actually possible to get a perfect run of this game? Because it's so janky, it's unreal. I'm going to do a little safety save here as well, because I don't want the game to, like, mess up. Okay. Taxi. So now we're on to bad accounting. So we're actually going to our loans office now. You know, we've been to the gym. Now we're going to go and get a loan. So we're going to get behind the chair. Going to go out of bounds. And we're going to head to the elevator. Going to go to the basement. Back out of bounds, because, yep. Jump through here. And again, we're just going to enjoy ourselves out of bounds. Take care of some people. Jump back in bounds. Oh, no, back away a little bit. Okay. That's the accounting done. So we're actually going to the last level of Paloma Mob, which is the tower, which is notoriously not easy. So we need to climb the tower. Now, along the way, there are some less than friendly people, shall we say. So we're actually going to go out of bounds here. There we go. So we're going to jump through there. I now need to also line this up. Okay, not quite. So we want to jump around this side so we don't trigger a spawn. There we go. Grab this. Can actually grab this because it's an AK. Like, an AK is actually really good. Okay. That's a bit of health lost. Okay. Grab an SMG a little bit here so we can try and get through here. I was not risking it. I was taking him out every time. Okay, let's try and get up here. There we go. Okay. Now we're on the tower. So this is very much get to the top, don't die. By the way, if you have anything you want to read, anything like that, then feel free to jump in. Okay. Okay. Play it a little bit safe on that one. Okay, we should be coming to the top. I mean, he says going to the top, and then I'm actually a little bit low on the old health here. Okay, so we're at the top. And there we go. Now we're done. I actually got it first try. I think this is the first try in any marathon I've got that level, like, first try. Okay, so we're on to the last section of the last case of the run, I should say, which is the President's Club. Now, the way this game works is, like, in terms of difficulty, it kind of, like, gets harder as the game goes on, as you'd expect it to. So there is actually a more difficult route where I believe we do Palermo Mob first, and then Shadow Tong, and then we end on President's Club. I could be wrong with the order on that one, but just for ease, I'm doing the easier route, which is President's Club last and Shadow Tong first. Because this one isn't too, like, this case is actually not too bad. I'm also going to grab his gun, actually, just because I want to make this a bit easier on myself. There's 4 guys with good guns here. Okay, now this guy has a really good gun. He has a goddamn minigun. So fortunately, we do have the precision aim. So we can take him out at the knee. And just for you guys, there you go. Nice little minigun for you. Sadly, we don't get to keep it. Imagine if we could keep this the rest of the game. Like, it would make this very fun. Okay. Taxi. And we're going to Club Tadao. Tadao. So again, nice and easy level. Something's going on here, but we don't need to stick around to find out. We can just leave. You briefly saw them chilling out there. We don't need to worry, though. We can just skip around to the side. We're going to jump in here. Trigger the interrogation. There we go. So we've done that. And then just going to leave the same way we came in. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go to Kobe's Hotel, which is all the way on the Upper West Side. Where we're into another auto-scroller. Also, I don't know why this game decided to have like both auto-scrollers in the back of a limo. I think they just wanted to show off the limo design, maybe. So this one's a little bit more tricky. So instead of bike, we have more cars. There's also at one point where we get like the dump trucks from like New York as well, which are like super like difficult to beat. Like their health is actually quite unreal, in my opinion. I mean, they're not overly bad, but like it's still like doable. Also, road glitching again, fun. Also, this time the bikers are on like sports bikes, which makes them a little bit like more difficult to aim at, in my opinion, like sometimes. Ouch! Nice explosion. Also, at some point, they do get Molotovs as well, so you have to deal with that. Oh, okay. That was a bad explosion. Yeah, here are the dump trucks. Okay, nice. I apparently got bad points for that for some reason. I don't fully know what I did, but I did something to be bad. Okay. Trying to be accurate on these guys, it's not easy. Okay, more bikers. Okay, that was a good explosion. Took care of 2 of them. Oh, wow. Okay, that guy went flying. Okay, last enemy of the level. Got him. Nice. Again, we're going to be in another race here. I need a fast car. Yeah, I'll take the police car. Yeah, I knew my own car was in the road and I forgot about it. Okay, so again, keep the camera faced away from us so nothing can spawn. And then we're heading over to the print factory. Okay, first of all, we're going to get to an island. We're going to turn here. Hopefully nothing else has spawned. I should be okay. So we're going to head up here. I want to aim this way. And then get a bit higher. There we go. Where did I end up? I mean, that works. We'll go with that. So I'm going to try a little cool strat here. I'm going to knock this barrel just about there. And we're going to climb up here. There we go. So we're going to destroy that. Okay, so we're in the machine. We're then going to climb up it. Or into it works as well, I suppose. Okay, there we go. And then want to climb to the end. So we destroyed that truck for a reason. Like the guy we want to interrogate is going to try and escape in it. Now the goal is actually just to destroy the truck, but by doing that, we actually mean he actually gets to the end. He's going to spawn. He's going to wait for us here. We're going to interrogate him. And then we're just going to leave. And again, I'm going to do a little safety save. Yeah, it's a nice little dive, just like full on base plant. I'm actually getting pretty close to the end of the game now, so we've only got like one more level to do, and then the like finale. I need a taxi. Chat, I need your help. I need you to summon a taxi for me. Hey, that works. Every time I mention chat, a taxi spawns. It's great. So we're going to go to Benjamin Studios here, so. Now, the fun thing about this level, we don't have any guns. You also only get the ammo for the gun that you pick up. You can't refill that ammo. So you have to run in here, grab this. That missed. I'm going to die. Oh, I didn't. Nice. Throw the katana at him to grab his gun. And then we're also going to grab their guns. And we're heading down to the Zen Studios. Again, I need to be careful of my ammo because it doesn't refill. That's a shotgun. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to take it, though. I might get away with this. I am going to grab this SMG, though, because I don't trust the shotgun not to run out of bullets. Yeah, also, the completely not skinned PC guns, yep. Okay. Health is a little bit dicey. There is health in the security office, though, so. So we're going to open the door to the ending. These guys are going to be chilling. We're going to swap out my AK for one with full bullets. And we're going to run all the way back through. But the AK is the only one with like a decent skin. I actually like the AK skin in this game. Okay, and spray! There we go. Okay. Okay. So we've done that. So we've used up all of our things. So we actually need a piece of bamboo. There we go. Now, do we still have the bamboo or has it run out? No, we don't. Okay. Yeah, this fight can be really like crap. Like it can like completely screw you over. Fortunately, we can loop him quite a bit. And then fortunately, he does something quite stupid in my opinion. He drops his sword for us. So we're actually going to grab that. There we go. And that's him him got rid of. And we have one final level, one final taxi spawning right there for us as well, which is great. I also am completely short of where I need to go. Please come back. Oh god, no. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so spoiler alert, Terry's alive. He's not dead. So we're gonna just run through. Grab the health as well. Okay, and time is coming up at the end of this section as well. So as we run back, as the cutscene, like, as the load hits, it's going to be time. So just got to run away from the train and time. Okay, not too sure exactly what the time was in the end, because I'm pretty sure my splits didn't start, like, properly. So, but yeah, that was True Crime New York City. Christopher Walken is talking. Sadly, we can't hear him. It's a shame. But yeah, thank you for asking me to be a part of this. It has been really good fun. I do wish I would have actually been able to practice a bit more, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not as de-rusted as I would have wanted to be. But to still pull off some of the cool strats, I'm very happy with. I am planning on running this more as well because that sub 1 is like, it's begging me to come and get it. So I need to get the sub 1. So if you want to check that out, then just come and follow me. And obviously soon I will be doing some runs. Again, thanks for having me. Keep donating to great cause as well. There's still a lot more to come as well. So I'll pass you back to Ben to talk about that as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, great job. We've got one more run. Got one more in me today. And we've got Fladge doing Vice City, 80% no SSU. He is currently streaming right now because, again, we're ahead because everyone went underestimate today. So I'm going to go and get him to turn his stream off and turn this stream on. But yeah, we'll be back very soon once we get that set up. Thanks again for coming on, Dino. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.